We're back on our virtual happy hour presented by Bud Light Seltzer, and joining me for the show is Zach Selby. This is What's on Tap, and it's a little game. I get a little nervous with these sometimes because I feel like you put me on the spot, Zach. Let's go, though.
Yeah, all right. So they're going to start off easy and they're going to get a little bit harder there, Julie. So the first guy that we're going to have is he had at least 100 tackles from 2012 to 2016. He had a 46-yard touchdown fumble return in 2016, and he's had 54 career pass breakups. Who is he?
Well, if we have to go back to 2012 and somebody that's been consistently playing and having 100 tackles, I would go with Thomas Davis Sr. Probably for
Yeah,
that
you're
one.
absolutely right. You're
I
already
don't know
one
who
for
else has
one.
been playing in 2012.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of the only guys there. But yeah, and, speaking about Thomas Davis, he's done really well in camp. He sat out, today in camp with a vet day, but he knows it. He knows Ron Rivera's system. He knows the culture, and he's a good leader for this young linebacker group. All right, so the next guy that we have here, so he had 224 of his 251 tackles were solo. He had 2 interceptions in his rookie year, and also in his rookie year, he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Month in September, and he is Pro Football Focus's Defensive Rookie of the Year. Who is he?
Can we narrow down who was in the AFC their rookie season? Because if I were to go Landon Collins, that wouldn't work.
I'll say he's on the defense, so obviously he's in the second.
Well, I
He's in the
mean,
secondary, so
defense, secondary. The rest couldn't be Moreau, couldn't be Moreland. So so who we were just talking about, Darby.
yeah, that's it. You're 2 for 2. Now, again, we're going to talk about Ronald Darby here. He made some really good plays in camp so far, and again, he's really emerged as one of those starting cornerbacks that we're going to have to watch for the rest of camp for sure. And the next guy, the last guy, this one's going to be a little bit tougher here. It's going off the field stuff, so I'm going to try to trick you with this one, Julie. So, all right. So first of all, he was a high school sports writer when he was a kid. He had to cut double stuffed Oreos out of his diet for the off season. And on top of that, his first Nike football camp was right here in Nova Sports Performance Center. Who do you think he is?
Is this offense or defense?
It's offense. We'll go with
Offense. Okay. Well, I'm leaning towards our quarterback for this because I know he did lose weight. I don't know if it was specifically the Oreos that he cut out of his diet. But I do know also, because I've been covering him since he went to Bullis, I knew that he did want to go into journalism, and even I think he wanted to shadow me one day when I was at NBC Sports Washington. His sister did as well. So would it be Dwayne Haskins Jr.?
Julie, I can't fool you. You are 3 for 3, perfect 100%. And yeah, he did have to cut double stuffed Oreos out of his diet, and it definitely showed. I mean, he's lost about 17 pounds, and a lot of body fat on top of that. And I talked to him for about an hour this off season, and when he told me he wanted to be a high school sports writer in school, I was like, oh my gosh, it's insane. But in that hour-long conversation that we had, you can check out the story that we had in my words on WashingtonFootball.com. And he told me, how much he's grown, how much he's matured since his rookie year, and it showed a lot on the field so far. I mean, he's looked crisp, he's looked decisive, and even when he's not running plays in the offense, he's there with quarterbacks coach Ken Zampese. He's just talking with Scott Turner, trying to figure out, everything that he can do to critique himself and make himself better this year. So, again, I can't fool you, Julie. But again, Dwayne Haskins has done really well so far in the past couple of days, and he's it's still a little bit of a competition for sure. But I think we can all say comfortably that Dwayne Haskins has done at least what he can on his part to earn that starting quarterback position.
I think you pretty much had me on Darby. In all honesty, I felt like I was just shooting a random dart of just who wasn't in. I know who was in the NFC, but I honestly was racking my brain on who was in the AFC there.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of a fun game. I'm glad I did decent this time. Appreciate you testing me. Hopefully everybody at home will see how well they did guessing along as well.